What is up? What is up? What is up, everyone? How y'all doing today? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if my mic is good. Sound is great. Okay, cool. My bad, y'all had hit the back button by mistake. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? I'm on travel in Mississippi right now. So hopefully the internet is cool. Hopefully we don't have no buffering because I'm out here in Clinton, Mississippi right now. So hold on, give me just a moment, y'all. We shouldn't have any issues though with internet. The internet seems to be looking okay tonight. Press the like button. Yeah, let's get the likes up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. What's going on, Erica? How y'all enjoy game this weekend? I had a good time. I was trying to do some live, like some vlogging videos for y'all, but I didn't have any internet in the stadium. So I'm gonna see if I could do something like that this weekend for y'all. What it do, swag button buff and 7-0. Yeah. College game day. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about that tonight. That's gonna be really special for not just a HBCU, but FCS schools, period, to be on college game day and for Jackson State to get that Jackson State and Southern to get that highlight is gonna be awesome. Welcome everyone to the best YouTube channel for SWAC commentary. I appreciate that, Miss Gowdy. Shout out to Miss Gowdy. Tiger Nation in the building. This was the best homecoming since my undergrad days at Jackson State. Yeah, man, it was lit. It was lit. I was shocked at how packed the stadium was, and it was just Jackson State fans. Think about this now. The other team didn't bring their band. They didn't bring they didn't bring a lot of fans. Like that was just pretty much just Jackson State up in the stand. So that was awesome. The uniforms in this thumbnail look great. The team looks like Jackson State. Yeah, that's Jackson State right there. That's my favorite uniform that they have. The ones they wore this past weekend. That's my favorite uniform by far. Cause it got just enough red, but it's not too much. And then you got the blue and the white dominating the whole uniform. I like that uniform the best. I've seen so many people from undergrad this go around. Yeah. So I sat on the visitor side. I sat on the visitor side where the visitor band usually sits. So we was in the sun for a minute, but it was still cool. It was still a good game. I was actually shocked that Jack State made some mistakes on offense, but they got it together. They should have won that game like 30 something to 7, I believe. But you know how Jackson State is, sometimes they come out slow. But I think they should be fine for the rest of the season. I don't really see anybody beating them. Alcorn and Southern, they're gonna get them a good game though, just because it's a rivalry. The Boombox Classic will be extra hype. Yeah, man. Yeah, make sure you get your tickets because that game is gonna sell out. I guarantee you that game is gonna be 60K plus. It's gonna be packed to capacity. Yeah, we left 21 points on the field. Right. Exactly. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines a little later, y'all. Once we get a few people in the room, let me actually make that. Once you actually get a few people in the room, where y'all tuning in from? Let me know where y'all tuning in from. I want to shout out y'all cities. I'd like to know where y'all tuning in from. It's you who. Praise God. Only 5K tickets left for the Jackson State versus Southern game. Yeah, man. Y'all better get on it. We got Tampa, Florida in the building. Shout out to Tampa. Dominican Republic. Y'all watching the swag all the way over in the Dominican Republic. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Austin, Texas. We got Plano, Texas in here. It's hot right now, man. The SWAC is hot. Augusta, Georgia. Shout out Augusta, Georgia. Got Northern VA, Fort Worth, Texas. I actually might be in Fort Worth, Texas, in the next couple of days. I might go out there to Dallas and visit some of my friends. New Orleans. Shout out New Orleans. We got Pittsburgh in here. Shout out Pittsburgh. Made it back at 1:30 a.m. Sunday morning, past Texas Southern buses on I-10. That's what's up. That is what's up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me I'm gonna make the graphic for the phone number so I can so y'all can call in. Every week we leave 2 or 3 TDs on the field. Yeah. Well, this was the test though. This game right here was the test for Jackson State. I think after this game, they should be okay. If they get beat by anyone, it's because they beat themselves, because the talent level on the rest of the teams that they play isn't what Campbell had. We're gonna be real. Mr. Ford probably sleep. I'm pretty sure Mr. Ford gonna call in. Y'all know Mr. Ford gonna call in. He love to call in on the show. I love having Mr. Ford on, man. He's a wealth of knowledge, man. I love having Mr. Ford on. That is my guy. JSU has to improve the red zone offense. Yeah. My thing is sometimes they get a little bit too cute for me on offense. It's like you can just run the ball, just give it to Wilkerson. Like, stop being cute, stop trying to give Shador touchdown passes. I know we want Shador to score a lot of touchdown passes this season, but in the beginning of the game, I think they should just be trying to run it in, just try to get the points. Do all the cute stuff later on in the game when it's already out of reach. SU talk too much. Oh, you know they're gonna be churchmen. Nah, that's one thing I love about this JSU versus SU game. The fans, man. I love Southern fans. Like that whole Louisiana crowd, they know how to party, they know how to have fun, man. So this is like my favorite game by far, my favorite HBCU game by far that I ever been to. The Boombox Classic. On call a play that brings the tight end around. Yeah, I agree with that. They definitely need to utilize the tight ends more too. It seemed like the same run play. Everyone around me was like, throw the ball. Boombox, the best HBCU game, right? I think the last game ended all the cute stuff. Even Coach Prime is saying we can't force feed Shadua in these passing numbers. Yes, right. No, Coach Prime said they were supposed to run the ball. Number 2 was the one that was trying to throw it to 12. Mm. He got that much free reign. I don't know if I would be cool with that. Should be able to listen. Well, I guess they give him the freedom to call whatever he want and whatever he see out there. But if the run is there, you need to run the ball. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm almost done. I don't know how I forgot to do this. We fumble too much. Oh man, I was right there in front of the guy that fumbled. Like, how did you fumble that? That was crazy. Yeah, Shador forcing touchdown passes is selfish, honestly. I don't know if I would call it selfish. I think that he's just trying to do too much. I don't know if I would call it selfish though. I think he's trying to win the game, but he thinks that him throwing the ball is the best way for them to score touchdowns. So I don't think it's necessarily selfish. He just thinks that he's the better option. Them Jews are here. What is up, man? What's going on? Man, I missed y'all, man. I know I was like, man, I got to do it live, man. Because I know I've been traveling, so it's been kind of hard to do one. but I got it set up now to where I can do a few lives this week. But all right. So let me put the number up. I got the number on here now. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Phone lines are open 657-390-4814. If you want to call in, get your thoughts out on the Jackson State versus Campbell game. We're going to talk about college game day. What an awesome opportunity there is for HBCUs. We also going to talk about who lost their homecoming. Alcorn, I'm looking at you. Alcorn. How you lose your homecoming? Come on now. What is up with that? Alcorn? You're right. And hope number 2, don't force it this coming weekend. I think this weekend is gonna be a great game. It's gonna be awesome. Shadir is not selfish. Please, people. No one was complaining when it was winning games. He is allowed to make mistakes. He will continue to learn and improve. Alcorn laid the biggest egg. Yeah, come on, Alcorn. How you lose your homecoming? I want some Alcorn people to call up tonight. We need some explanation. We need some answers. Because y'all talking about what's going to happen at the reservation this year. Y'all can't win your homecoming. We need to hear from Alcorn tonight. Did y'all see the Valley and Bethune fight? Oh, man, I don't even want to see no fights. Like, come on, we got to stop that. Travis playing on both sides of the ball. Yeah, man, Travis is definitely different. You can tell. What did 2 do? But yeah, Travis, Travis locked down his guy. Everybody he checked wasn't catching anything. So, man, he's worth every I would say every dollar if they was paying him, but man, he's worth having him on Jackson State team. He's a lifesaver because he shuts down one side of the field. Look at how TSU ran on SU. I think Wilkerson might go 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Mr. Goodwin says ESPN was horrible. So how was the feed? Because I seen a lot of people complaining about the feed. I was at the game, so I didn't see it. I seen the highlights on the ESPN channel. It didn't look too bad. It didn't look like, NFL quality or, Power 5 quality, but it looked okay to me. So what went on with that? I'm expecting them to have the best cameras at this game because it's going to be college game day. So they're going to have, the feed was bad. Oh, okay. Arguably the worst feed ever. Wow. It was that bad, y'all? Man. They did us like that? It was awful. Golly, it was that bad. Man, I hope they get it together this weekend because we don't need a bad feed for college game day. We're going to be on college game day. They definitely got to have the best cameras. And Israel said trash. They moved the game to ESPN 3 for game day. Even the camera quality is trash. I was more shocked at the Booms announcer. That was the biggest disappointment. Bro, it was horrible. The camera crew couldn't keep up with the plays. See, we don't need that. That's bad. Camera shake. ESPN Plus was created for boxing. But the phone lines are open, y'all. 657-390-4814. Y'all want to call in. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get the likes up so we can get the stream out to more people. I appreciate y'all tuning in. But yeah, it's going to be so awesome to have Jackson State and Southern on college game day. That's going to be a big look. And y'all, if y'all see the post that I put on Twitter, where I retweeted it, if y'all go to that thread and see how mad people are about Jackson State getting on college game day, well, HBCUs period getting on college game day, they are mad, y'all. They saying some of the most disturbing, racist stuff that you can ever think of. It's like, come on, y'all really that mad? Y'all always on college game day, but as soon as a HBCU get on there, now y'all want to do all this. Oh, we ain't watching. Oh, we gonna be going to sleep. Oh, I guess I'll sleep through this one. You giving comments like that. It's ridiculous. They missed it for no the game want to close. Give me 1 second, y'all. We got a call coming in. Hold on, y'all. What's going on, Caller? You live? Talk to me.
What's going on, SWAC?
Hey, what's up, man?
This is LP for Dallas, man.
What's going on out there in Dallas?
Man, man, it's raining out here right now, man. The weather ain't looking too good for us.
Oh, it's raining. I'm supposed to come out there. I'm supposed to come out there tomorrow. I hope it's hot.
I would, man. Bring your raincoat, bro.
Oh,
bring your
man.
Raincoat.
Oh, you maybe not even want to come out there tomorrow then.
You know, it's all 100. You know, I weather crazy, man. Be messing up, be 95 degrees tomorrow, man.
Right.
You know how crazy it go.
Right.
But yeah, man, that ESPN coverage was horrible, bro. As far as like they had it like 2 minutes with the camera pointing at the scoreboard, bro. Like damn. I'm gonna see my language. Like dang. And, I mean, will you miss like 2 or 3 plays with the camera that's pointing at the scoreboard? I mean, ridiculous. And then they had scenes like where it was like, you know how old cassette player when you rewind and then get all that twiggly stuff when you rewind the cassette player?
Yeah.
They had that going on.
Oh man.
It was crazy.
Wow.
But again, I ain't hear you, bro. My bad.
No, I'm just saying wow to what you're saying, man. That's crazy. I can't believe that, they would have the stream looking like that for our game. That's crazy. So it wasn't just the camera quality. It was like the production of it was just terrible.
Terrible. The quality, it was all right, but the production was terrible. Like somebody said in the chat, the cameraman getting faked out by the pump fakes, bro. Bad. I mean, bad. Way up the field, and they had to come back. I was like, damn, man, that was crazy. You know, that pump fake and when the cameras messed up, they just put it on the scoreboard. They didn't put it on the field. They just put it on the scoreboard. It was like, oh man, come on, man, these people. Like they said, man, it's like they went got somebody from the tailgate to do it.
Well, hopefully we have the best camera they got this weekend since we're gonna be on college game day.
Well, somebody said that they just streamed on they use the ESPN, I guess, streaming or backing or whatever they use. They mirror the ESPN, but they use Jackson State camera equipment. That's why it's like that. So they have to Jackson State on Jackson State to upgrade their camera equipment or their video equipment or whatnot.
Well, they definitely need to do that because you can't have all this attention, all this hype, and not have the cameras to showcase. Can't do that.
Right.
What
Yeah, that's true, man.
So what you think? Who you
and
think? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Another thing I wanted to say, man, how people trying to put it all Prime, trying to snap at his son when Shakur threw the interception in his own. Prime said in the press conference that was on Shador. He said they should have ran it. He wanted him to run the ball, but it was on Shador trying to get Travis the ball. Trying to get his homie the ball and stuff like that. He was like that was between them two trying to get each other the ball like back throwing each other the ball back to back like that in the red zone. He's like they should have ran that ball like that. But he said he even said forget about the Heisman stuff or what Shador got going on. He like we finna start running this ball, man. Yeah. This is the game. He like we running that ball. He like to be honest, he sounded like he's like shit. He done with all that Heisman stuff and all that. He finna start running that ball, man, instead of putting his team at risk. Because I don't think he like they said they left about 20, 28, 30 points off the board. This should have been 37 to 8 to 14 or to 7.
And the thing about it, when you run the ball, you open up the pass. You open up the throws. You know that makes it easier for him to throw the ball, throw touchdowns. What you about to say?
Yeah, and they should put him on the center, man. Put him on the center and try to give him some play fake.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand them trying to use Travis like that because, he's a beast, so he can do whatever. But you just got to let the game come to you, though. That's what I feel like. But
and Malachi got to get in the game, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's to a point where I don't even like bringing it up because it's like feel like I'm nagging like some little, you know what I'm saying, little gal or something like that, man. But dang, bro, Malachi's a better wide receiver than Shane Hooks. He's more athletic than Shane Hooks. Shane is all right for a good, 10, 15-yard play or something. You know what I mean? Like, maybe red zone, but he's not explosive as Malachi, man. Malachi is explosive, man. And Malachi that dude, bro. You can just see how, the fan reaction he gets when he walking towards the field or he on the field, man.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is, man. And I appreciate you calling in, man. That was it. I want to let other people get in and hear what they got to say, man.
All right. Thank you for the call.
You too, brother.
All right. Let me get to the next caller. What's going on, caller? You live? Talk to me.
What's going on? What's going on, Buzz? It's Gabriel from Memphis. How you doing tonight?
What's going on, Gabriel? You coming to the game, man?
Yeah. I already got my ticket. Yeah, so
you don't want to miss this.
Nah. I tell you what, I had called into what's that off script, and I was telling him about the Campbell game. I was saying that not to really look out for the running game with the two running backs, but the quarterback. I said that's the one Jack State probably need to pay attention to, and I'd be doggone if I wasn't right.
Yeah, he was elusive, man. Like little Lamar Jackson out there. I was like, Lee, who's this dude? Because I never watched him before, so I didn't know he had all that in his package.
I mean, because didn't Aubrey Miller missed him like 2 or 3 times, and he just ran right past him. But I thought it was, I didn't expect it to be like that close, because like the earlier caller was saying, Jackson State left like 21 points on the field, with those red zone problems. Should have been running the ball instead of trying to throw it.
Yeah, but I'm glad that people can see that Jackson State had them outmatched. They were clearly the better team. So now people can't really say that Jackson State isn't on that level of playing LCS teams outside the SWAC.
Right.
Clearly you could see Jackson State was on another level from them. Even though they made the game close at the end, but it was out of reach pretty much. Jackson State left so much money on the table. It's crazy. But what you think gonna happen this weekend at the Southern versus Jackson State game?
I don't think it's gonna be that close. I'm thinking Jackson State probably get them at least by probably like 21 points. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that close. I don't think they're gonna come within like 7 points or 8 points within Jackson State. If anything, the closest probably might get is like Jackson State by 14. I guess I wanted to ask you this, and then I'm gonna go. Okay, so like you say, what's the name? ESPN College GameDay coming down.
Yeah.
Now, I've been hearing a whole lot of backlash with that. Some people from Syracuse, Ohio State, they're not too happy with that.
Who want to see Syracuse?
Like
Who want to see Syracuse?
Huh?
Please tell me. If it ain't basketball, ain't nobody trying to see Syracuse. And they ain't been hot in basketball since I don't know when, since Carmelo.
Right.
Yeah.
And did Syracuse just lose last weekend?
I guess I don't even watch Syracuse, but I'm just saying who want to see Syracuse. And then you want to see I guess Penn State versus Ohio State. Penn State gonna get blowed out. Who want to see a blowout?
Yeah. Right.
So yeah.
Right.
They can keep hating.
Look, it's like this right here. Okay. Now like I said, Dion, he hot right now. Jack State hot right now.
Right.
So first he was on 60 Minutes. Then he was on Good Morning America, and now so it only makes sense for College GameDay, ESPN to follow up.
Right. Yeah, that's all they would. They see all the publicity. They see everything they getting. They see all the attention. They want to jump on board. That's what it is, man. It's all about the money. It's all about the clicks. They see what those highlight videos on their YouTube channel. They see what that's getting. Jackson State getting more views than Alabama, all these other schools. They know what's going on. They know they're about to make a lot of money. But let me get to these other callers, Gabriel. I'm gonna get you to call back in.
All right, we're gonna holler.
All right, thank you.
All right.
What's going on? Caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, SWAC Buzz, how you doing? This is Chris Chopper, San Antonio, Texas, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? What's going on out there in San Antonio?
Oh man, just it's still hot out here, man. Wait for it to cool off. I didn't call to talk long, SWAC Buzz. I just wanted to call to say what you and I discussed about 2 weeks ago just got confirmed this past weekend, which is Jackson State have the two tailbacks who average 100 yards a game. So again, those tailbacks are beasts. And I hope the OC understand, when I look at the old Miami Hurricanes or the West Coast offense or the old Notre Dame, they have the receivers and the tailbacks, SWAC Bus, who have a balanced offense, right?
Right.
So if both those tailbacks, because it was like 6 games, 400-something yards. Well, SWAC Bus, that equals out to be like 60-something yards rushing. And that's boo-boo given those tailbacks they got. If one of those tailbacks can give you 60, 65 yards a game, and the other tailback can give you 50 yards a game and 2 touchdowns apiece, those receivers, like you said, the running game is going to open up the passing game.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying to you, brother, a couple of weeks ago. Like they have the tailbacks to be dogs, but so far, up until the last game, they wasn't being those pit boys and those dogs because it was pass. Mm-hmm. And Jackson State don't have to do that, brother, because they have the personnel with the running backs and the receivers that have a balanced offense. Right. And they just proved it.
Right.
Now, what I would have liked to have saw was both those tailbacks eat. You know, the bigger back, he ate this past weekend, but Marshall, he didn't really eat. Well, SWAC Buzz, you know as well as I do, both of those tailbacks, one can average 60 yards a game, the other 55. Well, that's 14 points right there. Well, that's 12 points if the kicker do his job, right? And then now you got the receivers. But if all Shedeur is going to try and do is feed his homeboy, you got the receivers and you got the tailbacks where everybody can eat, everybody could be happy, and that's what's going to win Heisman.
Yeah. You know, I think they tried to make a viral moment. They wanted a viral moment with Travis Hunter because if you get Travis Hunter to get like a deep touchdown or something like that, that's going to go everywhere. So I think they kind of wanted to get a play like that off. You know, they play for the internet. Don't get it twisted. They know how to market themselves and they know how to play on the internet.
I'm gonna say it to you like this, SWAC Buzz. I know what was motivating that, but guess what? What did Coach Prime say after the game? He said a 70% Travis Hunter is still better than. Well, that's the whole thing, Coach Prime. He was not yet 100%. Yeah. So until the young man get at least 85 to 90%, let those other receivers and let that tailback eat. Yeah. I mean, SWAC Buzz, literally, bro. You and I talked about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Literally just happened this past Saturday. As far as those they got the tailbacks, and quite frankly, that fullback / tight end, he ain't half bad. We're going to get technical about it,
right?
But you cannot. No one can tell me. Now, SWAC Buzz, you know football, so is Mr. Ford. No one can tell me that Jackson State running game should not average 1,500 to 1,700 yards a season rushing with those two tailbacks. Well. That fullback / tight end / tailback too. No one can tell me that.
Yeah,
and you cannot honestly tell me that they should not have 2 receivers that goes at least 800 to 1,000 yards receiving every season too with their receiving core.
I agree. I mean, Jackson State definitely should utilize the run a little more. They got Wilkinson, like I say, Wilkinson is the dog. I like his size. I like the way he runs, and I like that he runs the ball with 2 hands. He's really careful to try not to fumble, even though he's fumbled a couple of times. But still, he's a back that I would trust. I like Santi Marshall too, his creativity, you know. But I think they're doing well, man. They undefeated. We can't really complain about much when they're undefeated. You know, it's working. Whatever they're doing is working because they're winning games. But, you know, I guess we want them to win in a certain fashion.
Well, you know something? Winning cures all. But yeah. I'm going to say something kind of serious but joking. If I'm the tailback to Jackson, I'm kind of like, wait a minute. Our lives matter too. I mean, like you said, SWAC Buzz, those guys, you got 2 beasts at tailback And we know that receiving core is a beast. So why is that offense not balanced? Now, to stay on topic, SWAC Buzz, and switch gears, guess what? I'm glad that this is the second game. I believe the first or second game, but I know this last game, they actually, on defense, they actually featured Aubrey Miller. Because I was these last 2 or 3 games, I was like, well, where is he at? Number 45. But guess what? They finally featured him this game, and guess what? He was player of the game this week, or defense, or wherever he was.
Oh yeah, he was the dog out there. Yeah.
So let me get to some
of these other callers. So I'm gonna get you to call back later, okay?
Hey, brother, appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you. All right, my guy, Mr. Ford, is on. Mr. Ford, I'm gonna get this call first, and then I'm gonna get you on, Mr. Ford. What's going on, caller? You live? Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, man? Just wanted to shed a little bit of light on what y'all been speaking about earlier.
Go ahead and speak on it.
Yeah, hey, man. So when you think about what Dion doing, man, he doing what black folks normally do. We're able to take a meal, a real cheap meal, and make it taste real good. And what he doing with this media that he got his son out here pumping up Jackson State, they pushing numbers better than Alabama, Texas, and all these other schools is doing right now.
Right.
So ESPN trying to get in on what they're a little bit late to, which is the party, man, what I believe. I believe that ESPN, the ratings that they're missing out on, that they're starting to see it now and are trying to take advantage of it because of what they missed out on with the Good Morning America, with the 60 Minutes. So even though they were holding back, I believe that they can no longer hold back because it's going to cost them money.
Yeah, they know what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see Jackson State right now. Even these Power 5 people, they tuning in. They want to see what's going on. You know, that's why these schools want Dion so bad. They want Coach Prime so bad, and they keep talking about, the media keeps bringing up Coach Prime going to a Power 5 school because they want the clicks.
They push the narrative.
Yeah,
they push the narrative. But he's so smart that he looks past that. And what I hope that happens is that he continues to push this and whatever that his, because from what he says, he's doing this and he's showing those other jobs, interest only so he can pay his staff. I'm hoping that they do something to secure the bag so where he can keep the staff at Jackson State, man. This is changing. This is changing a lot of black communities, not just Jackson.
Because you can get everything he wants, he can get at Jackson State. I mean, you getting the exposure
and more.
You getting the players. You know, you got the culture. You're not gonna be able to have that culture at a Power 5 school. Rick Ross ain't coming to Auburn games like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be like this. Snoop Dogg, maybe they'll go to some other schools like a California school or something like that, but you'll rarely see them bring people like that on. And I think Snoop Dogg did a performance or something at one Power 5 school, and then the fan base boycotted and was protesting because he had girls on his stage dancing or whatever during halftime. So, it's like they don't understand the culture. So I just don't think it will work. So I think he needs to stay where he's at, build Jackson State up.
Something else I wanted to mention too, because I didn't want to take, too many rows away from what's being done over there at Syracuse. They balled, to be honest, bro.
They what?
I know they just lost to. They really are balling. They just lost to Clemson in a very good game where Clemson had to come back. So I'm gonna be honest and say Syracuse is noteworthy of watching, but it's not another ticket that's hotter than Jackson State right now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, but I appreciate the call.
That's all I really had to say, man.
All right, thank you.
Definitely. All
right, let's get the GOAT on, Mr. Ford. What's going on, Mr. Ford?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna hog up the. Let me turn this out. Let me hold on. Hey, listen, I just want to make 2 or 3 points, and if you want me to answer some questions, I'll answer whatever you need. Okay, when I got to school this morning, everybody was in a circle, like y'all saying, and Jackson State in this Southern game. To me, now I know a lot of people thought that the homecoming game was the biggest game. I think this is the biggest game.
Yeah.
Now, this is what everybody's loving on Jackson State. Okay. They see them as basically perfect. I know I heard somebody say about this. They thought that they should have run it more. They should have did this. But this is the only complaint over here in Atlanta. The complaint over here is that that game should not be a 1 o'clock start. That by putting it at a 1 o'clock start, that it eliminates those people who are coming from 400 to 500 miles. Because you got a bunch of people over here who wanted to make the trip, Southern and Jackson graduates, and people who just love black college football. They wanted to make the trip out to Jackson because I think, now SWAC, you got to check this for me. I think it's 450 miles from Atlanta to Jackson. I know it's I-20, right?
Yeah, it's like a 5-hour drive. I mean, they might just have to make the drive.
So that's the only complaint. Now, let me tell you the other thing they're real happy about over here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, especially the Jackson graduates, they want a Jackson State, South Carolina State rematch, and they want Jackson State to drug South Carolina State for what they did to them last year. So that's what everybody's really happy about, is that the way it's looking now, South Carolina State's going to win the MEAC, Jackson wins the SWAC, and then they meet up in the Celebration Bowl. This is kind of like Ali and Joe Frazier. You remember the Ali, Joe Frazier? You know, they fought 3 times, right?
Yeah.
And so this is the second time for Prime going against Buddy Pugh, and then they'll meet again here, I think, next August. Is it next August y'all come? Jackson State comes back against South Carolina State. Is that right?
Yeah, in the SWAC MEAC challenge.
Yeah. So listen, you tell me what to do. If you want me to hang on, whatever.
I want to ask.
It's hot over here about this Jackson stuff.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, like, so for the people that's coming from Atlanta, y'all can leave around 5 in the morning. If you driving, y'all can leave Friday.
That's what I was telling them, that like you said, it's a 5-hour drive, but most of them said that they wanted it to be a later start. Now, I told them basically, here's the thing. Dion came up in a system where they played at 1 o'clock.
Right.
His muscle memory, and Dion is dogmatic now. You're not going to change him once he feels a certain way. But that's just how he is. And nobody's going to challenge him with what he's doing for Jackson State. He's basically the CEO of Jackson State football. So whatever he said, that's what's going to go. But it's just that some people just, they prefer night games. I know a lot of people who are coming a distance. When I say distance, you're coming 300 and 400 miles. A lot of them prefer a night game. But other than that, I mean, like one of your callers just said, man, Jackson State is hotter than all of them Power 5 schools, probably with the exception of Alabama and Ohio State and that Tennessee. Other than that, Jackson State Shadua is a household word.
Yep.
Travis Hunter's a household word. Everybody know them names. Even these children, them little kids know their name.
Mm-hmm. So what would you think? What you think the score is going to be for the Southern Jackson State game if you had to guess?
I think Jackson blows them out in the second half. I just can't see this guy. Henry Miller is the defensive coordinator at Southern.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see him matching up with this Brett Bartolome. I can't see it because he's just never impressed me. Like I tell everybody, now you know this. Eric Dooley is going to score 40 and 50 points, but Henry Miller going to give away 40 and 50 points. So I think the second half. Now, this game right here is going to tell me a lot about that Southern program. We know who Jackson State is. Okay, we know who. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I want to see what's going on with Southern, and not only Southern. I'm still watching Florida A&M, and I'm still watching Alabama State. I want to know who they are, because like I told Blue last night, these next 3 weeks, Florida A&M, Southern University, and Alabama State, they go in the frying pan.
What you think about Aubrey Miller, man? He really impressed me this past weekend.
Oh, but listen, we talked about that today. Let me just say that. I know a lot of people are going to be mad with me. When Aubrey Miller goes to the pros, because he's definitely going pro, they're not going to put him at middle linebacker. He's going to be a stand-up defensive end. Do you remember James Harrison? He was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
That's who he reminds me of. Let me just tell you this. When Aubrey Miller comes to get the quarterback, This guy's like Lawrence Taylor, man. He's dangerous. Because if he gets his hand on it, he might be injured. And I keep telling y'all, I think Aubrey Miller wrecked Alabama State's season when he put that boy out from Texas, that Davis kid. Listen, man, now this is just Mr. Ford talking, but I really believe that once he goes in NFL, and he's going to NFL, he's going to be put on the outside. He's going to be a pass, rush, stand-up defensive end. I don't really see him as a inside linebacker in the pros, in the NFL.
You know what shocked me is how big he is. I don't think a lot of people really understand how big he is. Because one of my friends, they took a picture with him, and my friend is tall.
Yeah,
and he's like right there, neck and neck with him. Yeah, so I was like, I didn't realize he was that tall. Like on the field, he just looked real swole. I don't think people realize how big he is.
But you know, he really came to Jackson looking like that from Missouri. Now he was a specimen when he came in from Missouri. He's added on. Oh yeah, somebody's talking about that. And you know what? That guy right there, I still say what's his name? Huggins. Yeah. Huggins is a pro prospect too. I think he's a pro prospect. I really do. But listen, did you want me to hang on, or what you want me to do?
Yeah, you can hang on, and I'll get some other callers on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What's going on, caller? You live? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Black Boys? How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. Hey, is Mr. Ford still on?
Yeah, he's still on.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, sir. I got a question for you. You remember when Coach Gordon, he went, it's either 3 or 4 years undefeated in the SWAC. My question is,
86, 85 to 89? What was it, 86?
It's either 85 to 88 or 86 to 89, yeah. And that has not,
like that.
Yeah, that has not been done since he's retired. Do you think Coach Prime can do that?
If he stays, yeah. If he stays, yeah.
So there's nobody in the SWAC that can beat Jackson State for the next 4 years. That's what.
Well, let me just say this.
Let
me say this. Okay. Let me tell you who is the disappointment. The disappointment is Florida A&M.
Yeah.
See, here's the difference. Jackson State has an outstanding coach. They have the best president when it comes to football. They have the best AD. Florida A&M just has an outstanding coach. We don't know nothing about this lady. And I done told y'all, Florida A&M is procrastinating, keeping that man, Dr. Robinson, down there as president. That man, listen to me carefully, has done nothing to help Florida A&M athletics. And I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are going to get mad about this. As long as Larry Robinson is the president of Florida A&M, the best Florida A&M would do would be a distant second to Jackson State. Now, y'all can be mad about it, but I'm just telling you the truth.
With that being said, do you think, and like I really believe this, I think FAMU and Jackson State should play at each other's campus instead of that thing down there in the Orange Bowl.
They do. That shit, it's FAMU's game in Tallahassee.
Okay, so it's no longer that, because
it's not in Miami.
FAMU like this. Yeah, and like FAMU like to say.
Yeah, no, next year it's FAMU's game on their campus.
Okay, because FAMU could try to say that's the first game of the season, and now towards the end of the season, we haven't lost anybody else in the SWAC. We want to replay Jackson State. Oh man, I don't want to hear that junk. And another question for you. Now, with nobody beating Jackson State, how many all pros do you think that Deion Sanders will put into the pros? Remember, now, think about Coach Gordon. What he put into the pros.
Let me say this. The biggest thing that's not being talked about is that last week, Coach Prime had 500 prospects at that game. Ooh. This Saturday, they're going to have another 500 prospects. See, when you're doing stuff like that, you're going to get them 5 stars that y'all be talking about, about Travis Hunter 5. Listen, he ain't going to get one. He going to get several. Mm-hmm. Because to me, that's the biggest thing. Because in college football, it's about the recruiting.
Yeah.
And he had 500 prospects last week. They say he's going to have another 500 there this week. Man, listen, he might get 5 them 5 stars. At least 4 or 5 of them 4 stars.
Okay, all right. Now, this is my final question, SWAC Buzz. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Who is going to be able to replace Shedeur Sanders? Because during that game, it showed him limping a little bit. Is that backup quarterback going to be able to come in there and pass, or is he just going to be able to hand the ball off to Wilkerson and the other guy?
And
you want to go first, SWAC? You want me to go?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say the backup quarterback. He's very capable, and you got the talent, you got the receivers, and I don't think Southern's gonna be able to hang with Jackson State like that, even with a backup quarterback. I think if you got a competent thrower back there and you can hand it off to Wilkerson, I think they'll be fine. It doesn't matter really. I think it's smooth sailing. It's smooth sailing from here.
That offense right there, that comes from Mike Leach and a guy who was at the University of Kentucky and was at Valdosta State. The most important thing about the quarterback is that he is a distributor, and he has to be able to see the play before the play develops. That boy from Ohio State, I think he can do it. Now, I know that boy from North Texas, I'm sorry I'm saying that boy. I can't think of his name. But the kid from North Texas has a real strong arm, but I don't know about his decision making. Mm-hmm. But the thing about the offense that they're running now, it's not about arm strength, it's about decision making. It's about distributing. And I think that they got the people on the bench that can do it. Because you bring up a good question now. There you go, Mike Davis. Thank you so much. His name was Hal Mummy. See, Hal Mummy is really the father of all this stuff. Well, Hal got some of it from BYU, but yeah, you're right, Mike. That's right. His name was Hal Mummy. But who actually worked at Georgia? I mean, who worked at Jackson State? I think on Hughes. Remember Coach Hughes? He had Hal Mummy as offensive coordinator. But anyway, yeah, I think that. I think they'll have capable backups. I don't think none of them as good as Shedeur now. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, because when I seen him limping, I said, okay, I hope they can keep on rolling. I'm not saying he's gonna be able to let it rip like Shedeur does, but like you said, you got to see it before it develops. But
that's what that system is all about. Now, a lot of people, it's a big argument about it. But most people maintain that system that Brett Bartolome has brought to Jackson does not translate to the NFL. Some people believe that it doesn't help a quarterback to go to the NFL because you make a lot of short throws, and it's not those NFL throws. Now it's a controversy about that. I'm not saying that's the truth, but the people I've talked to who they argue about that a lot. That style of offense does not translate to the NFL. Now,
I see a lot of
how can it not translate when Patrick Mahomes came out of that system? He was from the same system that Jackson State is running. That's what Patrick Mahomes them ran at Texas Tech. So
I'm about to say Texas Tech, and what's his name, Kingsbury. I think that's the name of the coach.
Yeah, that's right.
He put several quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's right.
So I think. I want to disagree with those people that saying that. I think it's all about the personnel that you have when it gets to the NFL. My last thing, I really hope everybody comes out. I'm gonna be out there 8:00 Saturday morning. I got a sign that's saying "Boo the governor." It's gonna be worse than that, but I will be there. But I'm just say "Boo the governor" on your show, SWAC. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a great night now.
I hope he don't show up. He does not need to show up to the game. Some people saying the governor of Mississippi gonna show up to the game. Everybody needs to boo him out the stadium. And what you was talking about with the short throws.
That's right. I still believe they're gonna get that new stadium though. I believe that's coming.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a reality. I think they're gonna get that new stadium. And I think it's gonna be on Jackson State's campus. I think that's coming.
They have to. And what you were saying about the short throws, I think there are some teams in the NFL that do a lot of dinking and dunking. Like I feel like the Cowboys do.
Well,
feel like Tampa Bay does.
Listen, that's the problem over at Grambling.
Mm-hmm.
To me, now this is me. Grambling is using too many NFL principles for them young quarterbacks they got. Yeah. Instead of doing him like Dan Reeves did Michael Vick. What Dan Reeves did with Michael Vick, he knew that Michael Vick was a superstar because of his legs. So what Dan Reeves always told him was, you have two progressions. You look for the play call, then you look for the on the opposite side, and then if he's not open, take off. What they're doing over at Grambling right now, they're trying to incorporate all that Norm Chow stuff. When you're looking for 5 wide receivers, those guys are too young for that. They're too inexperienced. that boy, I keep saying that boy, but that kid that they got, that they started, you give that kid 2 progressions and let him take off. They doing too much of that NFL stuff at Grambling.
Right. Hold on, let me say this, y'all. We got 350 people in here. We only got 100 likes. Come on, y'all, hit the like button so we get the stream out to more people. I appreciate y'all tuning in. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't subscribed yet. All right, so Mr. Ford, so what you think about Grambling? You don't think they're gonna do anything for the rest of the year? You say
if he got to simplify that offense.
Yeah.
Listen, that was a guy that he worked on. The guy was an offensive guru. His name was Norm Chow. Norm is probably about 85 years old now. But Norm really was the poster boy for that West Coast offense before, after Bill Walsh. Okay? But here's the thing. Yeah, you're right. I'm like you. It's your boy Oz. You're right. You know what? I said that on somebody's show. Bump the media, bump the naysayers, and bump Doug Williams. Grambling's president needs to call Art Brown and bring him back to Grambling. And not only that, he should get a 2 to 3 year contract. So if you leave, Art Brown takes over. Because let me tell you something, losing ain't great. I don't know nobody who likes losing.
Right.
And I'm a Grambling graduate, and I don't like what's happening out there. But I want Dr. Gallows, Attorney Gallo, he got to call Art Brown and bring him back to Grambling. And I don't want to hear nothing about what Doug Williams said. I don't want to hear nothing about what the press said. And I don't want to hear nothing about them naysayers.
Yeah, y'all know we got to talk about Alcorn. What you think about Alcorn losing that homecoming to Texas?
Well, I told Blue last night. Now, let me just say this. I believe that the coach at Texas Southern, to go into Lorman, Mississippi, and to beat Alcorn on their homecoming on the reservation, he deserves another year.
Mm-hmm.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves, because let me tell you something now. When Jackson, 2 things are going to happen when Jackson goes down to Alcorn in November. First of all, they're going to set a new attendance record at Alcorn, just like they set a new attendance record at Alabama State. But the second thing is, I'm not saying Alcorn's going to beat Jackson, but Alcorn going to play Jackson. They're going to rise up. Because always remember, babe, when it's when it's family like that, you throw the records out the window. Yeah. And that's family.
Yeah.
That's family.
I definitely see it being a close game in the first half.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah. It's going to be I love Alcorn's campus because Alcorn's campus is like I won't say a true HBCU campus, but it has that old school feel to it. So I love the way they came.
Is it 2,000 acres? Or is it 1,500 acres?
I know it's a big campus. It's in the country. It has a country feel to it.
Isn't it what you call it, a land grant school?
It might be.
I think it has 1,500 acres. Now, let me tell you, the largest black campus in America is Tuskegee. They got 5,000 acres.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's them people out there at Prairie View got like 1,500 to 1,900 acres. But Alcorn got to have 1,500 acres, don't they? Somebody on here from Alcorn, please put on here, how many acres does Alcorn have?
Well, I can look it up right now.
Don't they have like 1,500 acres?
Alcorn.
Yeah, Tuskegee has 5,000 acres. It's the largest black campus in America. What you say, Sonny Boom? You ain't family with the listen, man. That's when you get Jackson and
they got 1,700
together. That's the Mississippians, baby.
It's 1,700 acres for
that's what I thought.
Alcorn
and I
State.
Think, now Prairie View has campus. More than that, right?
Probably so.
I think Prairie View has more than that. Because at one time Alcorn they used to grow their own food. They were self-sufficient.
They were growing their own food. When were they growing their own food?
They were growing their own food.
Mr. Ford, you know everything.
No,
you know everything, Mr. Ford.
they were growing their own. We'd have to get somebody to tell us. But Alcorn, they could. Somebody just put it in there. Look.
You got something open in the background?
Yeah, I just turned it on.
Yeah.
But listen, they we had them schools like Prairie View, You had Southern University, Florida A&M, Tennessee State. Those were agricultural. What they were supposed to do was turn out farmers. They were supposed to turn out engineers. You know, if we were to produce astronauts, those people would come out of a Tuskegee, a Prairie View, a Alcorn, a Florida A&M, a Southern, and of course, you know, North Carolina A&T. That's what those schools were for. I think maybe Fort Valley State, that was their thing. I think Fort Valley State has like 14 or 1,500 acres because they do all of that testing of animals for the federal government. That's why the agriculture department at Fort Valley State has more money than the entire school.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So who do you think is on the hot seat so far for
it's that guy Bethune-Cookman. That's what Blue asked me last night. It's the guy Bethune-Cookman.
You think he gone?
I don't want to hear this stuff about dancing because let me tell you something. What they got to do at Mississippi Valley, they got to get dancing more support and they got to give him more money. Yeah. Don't come here talking about getting rid of dancing. Dancing's doing a great job. But that guy at Bethune-Cookman, he has done as much as he can do. He's got to go. They got to go get somebody to bring that up. Oh, and by the way, SWAC, y'all are y'all keeping up with this guy at Benedict College? His name is Chennis Berry. This guy's doing a great job. Now, to me, I think that this is somebody we need to bring in the SWAC or the MEAC. This guy at one time was the offensive coordinator for Dawson Odoms. He left Southern and became the head coach at Benedict College. I've been watching them. They looking good, man. I'd like to see this guy come in the SWAC. I really would. But his name
I've been
is
hearing a lot about them.
You remember him?
They undefeated, right?
Yeah, they undefeated.
Yeah.
They undefeated. Listen, I would love to see them go against that Virginia Union. You know, up in the CIAA, that Virginia Union school, that football team is outstanding too. But I would love to see them two clash. But I want that guy, Chennis Berry. He would be a great person to go down to Bethune or wherever we need somebody to go. They need to bring that guy to the SWAC, man.
Right.
He already knows the SWAC because he was with Dawson Odoms. He knows the SWAC. We need to look at him.
Let me see who
Chennis
we got calling.
Berry is his name. He's at Benedict College.
Let's see who this is calling. Hold on, Miss Ford.
Okay.
What's going on, Collie? You live? Talk to me.
Hey, what up, SWAC Buzz? Mr. Ford, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, doing well. So just to kind of piggyback on what you were talking about, you know, Alcorn, they actually still do grow their own food.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they made like seasonings and jelly.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago, I flew out of Charlotte to Huntsville. We played Alabama A&M, and I remember A&M, they had like a big kind of farm next to their stadium. And some of the locals, you know, they had their bags and they would, you know, go pick, you know, greens and other vegetables. I see Jackson State, you know, they actually grow those sweet potatoes every year and they give them out to the community.
Right.
And I feel like all of that is like an answer to what I feel if there's an HBCU in your city, there should never be like a food desert. You know, I feel like we should be growing our own food, you know.
That's right. Yeah.
But,
no doubt about it.
But back to the football, you know, this weekend, it's just amazing. I just want to, you know, pause and just, you know, kind of take it all in, guys. Like, just to think the last week and a half, you know, the amount of publicity that not just Jackson State, but, you know, HBCUs have enjoyed, you know, from Good Morning America to Fox Sports South with, you know, the interview that Strahan had and, you know, and et cetera. Just to see where we are now. It's undeniable that Coach Prime has elevated, you know, not just Jackson State, but the whole HBCU brand and just provided us with the space, you know, for us to enjoy. But I just want to say this, man, for years, we've been, you know, complaining, you know, as far as like the type of games that are shown, it's not our best product. And now here we are, we've got one of the biggest rivalries in America being, you know, shown on the biggest college football platform. I'm just so excited, man.
I am too. I am too.
I really can't. I'm really
benchmark year. This year is going to be written about. This is a benchmark year for HBCU football.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked because I didn't expect College Game Day to cover a HBCU game.
Well, see, here's the whole thing with college game day. Them white people ain't crazy. They understand that the biggest rivalry now in HBCU football is Jackson Southern. I know a lot of people want to say Southern Grambling, Florida A&M Bethune, these other schools. But the biggest rivalry in black college football right now, it's Southern Grambling. Them white people know that.
Yeah, you mean Jack State versus Southern.
They bringing game day to this weekend. They know that this is the biggest rivalry in HBCU football.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, with that being said, I definitely, you know, I want to tell all Jackson State fans, even Southern fans, anytime game day comes to an HBCU event, there tend to be a lot of PWI fans that come out. I'm going to need everybody in that area, you know, to be out there early, be out there strong, have your posters and your signs. You know, just be ready to represent, man, because we don't want, want there to be more of them than us, you know. So
that's right.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Now, when it comes to game day, they went to FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the 2004 2005 Bayou Classic. This is the third time they've come to an HBCU, right? Or this is the second time?
No, they played. They went to what it was like Hampton and somebody else, and they also went to.
Oh, they did go to Hampton.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was at Hampton. It was a Hampton somewhere. And then it was the MEAC SWAC Challenge with Alcorn Central.
That's right. You're right. They did. I remember they did the MEAC. You're right. That's right. Because it hadn't been now. So is this the fourth one they done at the HBCU? What is this one?
I believe.
Because I know they did FAMU one year. They did the Bayou Classic one year. Okay, they doing this one now. And you said that's right. They did the SWAC MEAC. So is this the fourth time they've done an HBCU game? Because we don't really get the game day.
They said that somebody said in the chat it's the fifth time.
It's the fifth time, okay. Because like I said, now you know we don't get these people right here. This Home Depot sponsored thing. No, we don't get that now.
Yeah. Right.
This is big.
Now, so let me ask you guys, like, because you know, I'm pretty sure both of you guys are privy to the format of the show. Who do y'all think Jackson State should choose for its celebrity guest to do the pick? Should it be Robert Brazile? Should it be Diane Williams?
It's got to be a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's got to be one of them. Y'all got 4 Hall of Famers. It need to be. If anything, I would get Walter Payton's family to come down there too. I'd get Walter Payton's family. I would get W.C. Gordon's. His widow is still living, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to go back and pay him because see, these Dion and Coach Fry and them, they walking on the shoulders of some greats who came way before him now. So you got to pay homage to the past.
Yeah.
You got if you can.
So do they ever have coaches up there?
Huh?
Do they ever have coaches up there? Because
sometimes they do. Like they used to have the old coaches. They would have like when they would go down to Florida State, they would always have Bobby Bowden.
Okay, so they don't have current coaches. They don't have current coaches do it. So they won't have a current coach doing it, right?
No, it always be they always pay homage to the history.
Okay.
That's why I say like Big Daddy's widow, what about that guy Lim Barney? Wait a minute, now, Jackie Slater, somebody like that.
Well, I'll say this, you know, I know
somebody said Jerry Rice.
He's very instrumental in this game in Mobile. If he's not available for this weekend to come up, my second choice would probably be Jimmy Smith. Since it's so last minute, you know, they just announced it, and I don't know if Lim Barney can come down from Detroit or Jackie Slater out of LA. So if it's too short notice, I'll definitely get maybe Jimmy Smith.
Now, let me give you a name. I know a lot of people going to say, well, that ain't got nothing to do with football. But a guy that has really represented Jackson State, and he's known all over the country and the world now, is this guy, Benny Thompson, who was head of that January 6th committee. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Man, that guy, listen, man, there are a lot of people that love this guy, man, and what he's done with that January 6th committee. Now, I wouldn't mind if he was there, too. Because, listen, he's a household name. Everybody knows that Benny Thompson guy.
Somebody said Brittany Renner. Y'all are silly.
Hey,
y'all are silly, man.
Hey, there's quite a few young alumni that are celebrities. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Morocco. What's his name? He plays on P Valley.
Right. I think he was at the game, right?
Yeah, he was at the game, and he also played in what is the name of that show with Man, that was on Fox. It was with Terrence Howard and Taraji Henson.
Oh, Empire.
Yeah. I remember him.
There's a lot of young alums like DeMarco Morgan. He's an anchor on CBS News. Like, there's a lot of folks to choose from. But if you're gonna, stick with sports, I'll definitely go with Jimmy Smith or Ronald Brazil.
Yeah, like you said, they got to push Jimmy for that Hall of Fame. They got to do that. Jimmy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame because he's already honored down at that what we call the TIA Stadium. I think his name is already up on the the Wall of Fame. So they got to push him. They definitely need to push.
Somebody said David Banner. David Banner. Yeah, David Banner's a Southern alum, so that would make sense. Yep.
And let me ask you, SWAC Buzz or Mr. Ford, like, do they invite celebrity guests from both schools, or I thought it was just a home school?
They usually from the home school. He was from the home school.
Well, he's from Jackson, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah. He definitely should be at this game. He definitely.
Yeah, somebody said Lindsey Hunter. Yeah, Lindsey Hunter.
Lil Boosie.
Brandy.
He should be there too.
Now, Brandy's daddy or mother went to Jackson State. Did the mother go to Jackson State? Or daddy somebody went to Jackson, right?
Yeah, the father went to Jackson State. The mom went to Southern.
Yeah, they went to Southern. That's right. They would be good because they had Snoop there. They had Rick Ross. I'm quite sure they have more than that. And then I see they got a place in the stadium now just for the celebrities. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, and then,
it's amazing. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then Rick Ross, he put the call out to everybody, telling everybody to come out. That they got.
Oh yeah.
They got these, movie chairs on the sideline. He was like, "Yeah, man, it's love out here." So he's been telling all the celebrities to come out to the game. So who knows what we're gonna see this weekend?
And somebody said it earlier. That love that y'all talking about, that ain't at no Power 5. Because they ain't gonna let Deion go try and do everything he want to do like at Jackson. Jackson giving him love and support and basically telling him whatever you want, we gonna go get it. They ain't doing that at no Power 5. Right. Not for Deion.
And I was just gonna say, preliminary, a lot, there's reports that there's gonna be even more celebrities at this weekend's game. But like, can y'all just, just kind of pause and think, like, when have we ever, maybe in the Bayou Classic era from the 80s, maybe 90s, but I don't remember like a regular season HBCU game or just season where we've had this level of notoriety and Black star power and just, it's beautiful, man. I'm trying to relish it and just really enjoy it.
But now, always remember, it has to do with the people. See, you got 30 to 35% Black people in this country now. They done decided they ain't nothing wrong with being Black, and they want to be with their people. And that's what has happened. Now, we still got that 70% out there that believe that them white folk water is colder than ours. But you got a movement in Black America now where they want to be with their own people. Yep. They want to go to their own colleges. They don't want to go to Ole Miss. They don't want to go to Mississippi State. They want to go to Jackson State. They want to go to Alcorn. They want to go to Mississippi Valley. And that movement is across the country. Now, some people say it coincided with the killing of George Floyd and all of that. But I just know it is a movement. Yeah. It is a movement.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that, and it's trickling down to the young people, so that's why you're seeing a lot of young people looking at HBCUs now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But see, you said it earlier. I heard you talking about, see, what the press is saying now is we got to get that Negro out of Jackson. That's what the press is saying. Because for they concerned, them Negro schools are getting too much publicity and they blaming it on the Coach Prime, and they whole thing is we got to get him out of Jackson. We got to get him out of Jackson. He got to go.
And it's not just the amount of recruits he's bringing in and all this. I just think it's the platform that he is providing.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of folks do not want Black kids or Black America to see HBCU or Black culture because they know if they see that, they're going to be attracted to it and they're going to want to go there. So
but see, the thing about it is the white power structure knows that the billions and the trillions of dollars that's made off of Power 5 basketball, Power 5 football, that's all Black athletes.
Yep.
See, really, we going from the cotton field to these football fields and these basketball courts. Back in the day, the white people made all their money off of Black folks picking cotton. Okay, now White folk make all their money off of Negroes shooting basketball and running footballs. So you got to understand that. It's a gladiatorial system. And that's why every day, every chance they get, they got to tell you that Coach Prime got to lead Jackson. It's a job for him. He got to lead Jackson. That's every day.
Yeah.
He got to go.
He ain't got to go nowhere, man. He could get whatever he needs in Jackson.
That's right. And I hope he know that.
We just got to get creative with the money.
Other than that kid at Alabama, that quarterback, and that boy up there at Ohio State, what Power 5 athlete is getting more love than Shedeur Sanders in this country? Exactly. I'm telling you now, you can talk to 6- and 7-year-old children. They know who Nugget is. They know who that boy y'all was talking about, that linebacker. They know who, they definitely know who Shedeur is, and they definitely know who Travis Hunter is.
Yeah.
And you know, I think there's a big difference between, like, of course, as you mentioned, you know, there's black players in the league and that these PWIs. There's one thing to have black culture, but then there's another thing to have HBCU culture. And I think that HBCU culture, you're seeing like you see like the group thing, you know, in the stands, and you see the Shakers, and you see the band, and you see the black president and the black, you know, security. Like it's just it's magnetic. And I think when kids are immersed in all of that, especially all these recruits, when they see that, they're like, I want to be a part of that. And I think that is what a lot of folks, like, as you mentioned, SWAC Buzz, in the beginning, you're talking about the comments that you saw on social media. I think that's what they're most fearful of, is for us to see us at the time being successful on this big platform, you know, and they know, okay, these young kids, they're going to want to go there. So, you know, if we can just, I'm in awe of where we are right now in this time, in this space. I've never seen it. I mean, of course, we had Circle City Classic back in the day, a lot of black celebs, but to be on Good Morning America, and it's beautiful, man. So I'm really excited.
Well, let me add this to that, and a lot of people might get upset with it. See, when you brought Deion Sanders to Jackson State, that was a marriage made in heaven.
It was.
But what you did, you brought a lot of attention to the state of Mississippi. I still say that one of the reasons they're so upset that they have found out what Brett Favre has done, what Phil Bryant has done, that came about because of all of the attention that Deion has brought to Mississippi. Now every day they got to try to make you feel sorry for Brett Favre. He stole $5 million for his daughter to build a volleyball gym. Then he stole $2 million. He was supposed to go around and make speeches. He didn't make no speeches. But now every day they got a reason, and they're trying to make you feel sorry for a crook. See, but I think that all of that came about because of the attention. The focus of the nation is on Mississippi. I've seen it in the time. Listen, they would have been stealing money, and we wouldn't have known nothing about it. We would have known nothing.
Right, Miss Ford.
Let me ask y'all this last question.
Go ahead and finish up.
So, okay. When it comes to, I guess, just the availability this weekend, if you want to put that out to your folks in the chats, like, are you privy to like hotels that are still available, or just anything going on in the city? Because I'm not really hearing.
Well, I'm not staying in a hotel. I stay with family when I come home, but I assume you can get some in Clinton. We got hotels in Clinton. They got hotels in Pearl. Madison, I think in the original area, they have a few hotels, not many, but I know the Hilton out there, that's the one of the most popular hotels in the area. A lot of people stay in the Hilton out there. But man, you just gotta go online. But I know Pearl over there by the airport, it's a lot of hotels over there. So a lot of people might have to get hotels over there.
Well, listen, before you get off, I want to say that this is what I told Blue last night. Now, if Jackson State gonna draw 50,000 plus to all their game, Jackson State got to have a law school and a medical school now. I don't want y'all to get away from that. Like we talking about what Alcorn can do, Jackson State is an urban university. If Florida A&M can have a law school, Jackson State can have a law school. If Harvard University can have a medical school, Jackson State can have a medical school. So I just want you to, I want that in the atmosphere. Jackson State should have a law school and a medical school. And I don't want to hear nothing about no white folks, because I believe in prayer. We put it on paper, and then we pray over it and let it go.
All right. I agree with you 100%, Ms. Ford. All right, appreciate the call, Drum.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, Miss Ford, you want to close us out?
Listen, I'm just so glad you're back, and like my man just said, this is a benchmark week for Black college football. But I'm gonna tell you, SWAC, I think it's gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
And I listen. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna close it out. I just hope Coach Prime stays. I would like for Prime. I'd like for Coach Prime to stay.
Yeah,
I
hope he does
to
too.
Pull Shadoo out of Jackson. I want him to finish Jackson. I want his degree. I want Shallow's degree to come from Jackson. I want Shadoo's degree to come from. Now, what's the daughter's name?
Shalomi.
I want her degree to come from
Shalomi.
Jackson.
I think her name's Shalomi. Yeah.
Yeah. I want her degree to come from Jackson. That's what I really want. Listen, y'all have a good night. I've enjoyed it. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miss Ford.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Also, y'all, if y'all looking for places to stay, I know a lot of people do Airbnb. So you might want to look into Airbnb, get your Airbnb in the Fondren area. They got some nice houses out there that's on Airbnb. So get a whole group of people. Y'all get an Airbnb, have a little party, and y'all should be fine. But definitely try to go ahead and get a place locked in now if y'all don't have one yet, because it's gonna get packed in Jackson. This is just the beginning, right? Yeah, y'all. So that was the night, man. I'm out here in Clinton, Mississippi. I'm still gonna try to do shows even while I'm traveling. So yeah, I brought all my equipment and everything. So I'm still gonna be doing shows and dropping videos and stuff like that. But I can't wait for the game this weekend. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. No plantation, y'all. I don't care how cheap they might be. But yeah, I'm hoping Coach Prime stays, man. With the attention that Jackson State is getting right now, he definitely shouldn't go anywhere. Like, because look at what you're building. You're not going to do this in no other school. I don't think at a Power 5 school. We've seen Power 5 schools blow up and get hot and be the it thing. We've never seen this from an HBCU like this before. Check the Flowwood area. Yeah, there's a lot of hotels in Flowwood too, y'all. So if y'all looking for places to stay, check out the Flowwood area. Pearl, Fondren has a lot of Airbnb houses out there. So yeah, man, make sure y'all get a place locked down, because it's gonna be tight this weekend, y'all. It's gonna be something else. Got some rooms at the Mustang. Lord, who is this in there? Jack Town 7785. What you know about the Mustang? Come on now. Oh man, I know all the college grad know about the Mustang. We ain't gonna get on the Mustang though. Y'all are funny, man. If you from Jackson, you know about the Mustang. Y'all are funny. We got another call. I gonna get this call. Let's see who this is. What's going on, caller? You live? Talk to me.
What's going on, man? What's going on, Noop?
What's up, Noop?
This Walker, man. I'm happy that you let me in on your show, man. Let me address a couple things, SWAC. Mr. Ford, he was a good guy. I mean, Coach Green, all those guys, they're good people, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the other platforms. But let me address something.
Go ahead.
See, this is the thing. You know, my deceased dad, HBCU graduate, Jackson State. With my mom, Jackson State. So, of course, I grew up in Jackson, man. So I'm used to going to Jackson State games.
Right.
So let's go ahead and kill all this tension and this lies, you know, that come from other platforms saying that Jackson State is not a blue blood school. It always has and it always will be. This is the only school that was going 4-8 and was still averaging almost 40,000 fans.
Right.
Name me another school that can do that.
Not too many.
Name me another school that has done that.
Not too many.
We need to support as an HBCU community, and I say it all the time. We need to support Coach Prime.
Right.
While he's here. Don't you think? Let's not be silly enough to think that this is all a setup. Do you know how much attention this one man has brought? And he ain't been in Jackson, Mississippi, but what, 2.5 years? If that? Imagine if he stays 5 years.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
He'll get a lot done in 5 years.
Now watch this. Now watch this. For all these people that come across as hating on, I feel like if you're hating on Jackson State and Coach Prime, you hating on the HBCU culture. Period.
Yeah,
Period.
I don't get that.
There's no other SWAC school or HBCU school would say they would be mad if Coach Prime was their coach. Name me one.
Nobody.
If Coach Prime brought all this attention to Delaware State, you don't think he'll be revered? If Coach Prime brought all this to Albany State, you don't think he'll be revered? If he was in Baton Rouge at Southern, you think they're playing?
No, they wouldn't.
So if you're going against Coach Prime, you're going against the movement. And these other people, they want Coach Prime gone. Because guess what? They want us to go back into the rut that they saw that we were in. Because see, I'm in my late 40s. See, I remember when the game of the week was on BET.
Yeah.
That's the only time you could ever see SWAC. And I'm going to name the games. Watch this. And this is going to show you how much I know what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
It would always be, it would be Jackson State, Tennessee State game.
Mm-hmm.
It would be maybe Jackson State homecoming. Or it would be Jackson State Alcorn. And that was it.
Jackson State Southern, too.
The other thing that you had,
they would have a Southern game on there, too.
Southern, which was on NBC. Now, tell me I'm not telling the truth, because I know what I'm talking about.
You telling the truth.
I know what I'm talking about. So we have to get together as one accord. He's shining the light on everybody. When the last time Grambling had a 4-star recruit? When the last time Alabama State has had a 4-star recruit? When the last time Alabama A&M had a 4-star recruit? I ain't talking about them coming to school and you building them up, you coaching them up. I'm talking about a recruit coming out of nowhere, coming to that school. Name one. Doug Williams was a 4-star recruit. Aeneas Williams was a 4-star recruit.
Yeah, they built them.
All them guys was coached up.
Yep.
So just think about it. Right now, if we go, I understand these SWAC rivalries, and I get all of that. Okay, the North talk is fine. We all delve in it, but we need to get behind. And I've noticed comments on other sites, on other little channels where people, oh, well, he's going to be gone in a couple of years. Why would you want that?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Do you really want to go back into the darkness like that? Right now, HBCUs are where it's at.
Right.
That was 1,000 recruits at one game last Saturday. I was there. I saw what they shirts on, and they were numbered. Like recruit number 1, recruit 56, recruit 617. I saw this with my own eyes.
Yeah, it's the it thing, man. Going to a Jackson State game is the it thing now.
It's the it thing. But think about this, SWAC. Think about this. The SWAC is the in thing right now. HBCUs are the in thing right now. You ain't seen some of these top recruits now, before these PWIs go buy them out, because they do. They still do. That's why they hate the NIL. Because, see, now it's legal now. And see, when they created that, they didn't realize that, oh, shucks, damn, I forgot Coach Prime down there at Jackson State. And he can get it too.
Right.
So we have to be mindful and wake up. When I heard Coach was talking about Brett Favre, you know who they blaming? Culture, wake up. They trying to blame Marcus Dupree. They're trying to put the blame on him.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That's crazy. They plaster him all over the internet.
And they trying to take this man's house. But you worried about, oh, well, Deion, wait till Deion leave. Jack State ain't gonna win no more. Last time I checked, that was a blue blood program. Last time I checked, even when Jackson State was having a losing season, there is no liar on this earth that can convince me that even when Jackson State had losing seasons, you was not finna count them as an automatic L.
Right.
Even with lackluster coaching, even with James Bell was there.
Right.
You couldn't count Jackson State because that was Jackson State. So we got to get out of all this mess that comes along with this stuff. And we need to bind together. Because these PWIs, they want him gone. You know why? Because they want us to go back whence we came.
Right.
In their minds.
We'll end it off on there. Appreciate the call, Noob. Thank you for calling. I'm gonna shut the show down tonight, but I appreciate you calling.
My chest, man. And look at here, man. You keep doing what you're doing, man. May God bless you, man. Look at here, son. I'm so proud of you, man. You keep pushing forward towards the mark. You keep doing what you're supposed to do. You was raised the right way, and I'm pretty sure that hey, you're gonna make a change, man. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Congratulations, and we out, man. And I'll definitely be on the chat.
All right, thank you for the call. All right. Y'all talking about my rights. No, I like to let the callers get it out. Like them to get it out. I don't like to interrupt them too much. I like to let them, say what they feel and not interrupt them. But y'all, that was another show. I'll be doing other episodes later this week, maybe late in the week, and I'll be dropping other videos throughout the week as well. But man, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for tuning in. This was a great show tonight. We had a lot of deep conversations, and we just gonna keep going up. Thank y'all for tuning in, and make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm gone.